Welcome everyone, this is Ricardo, and I've been beginning a series about, just personal talk and personal situations. And the reason why I've done this is because there's a lot of personal things that people have gone through in this world, and, I want to be able to make sure that everybody is relatable on situations or, being able to relate, if anything. I don't know if I made a different word up or anything, but this is, like I said, just the original me being able to speak to those, and just have conversation and just be able to, allow people, if they have situations, that they can, bring their testimony out and actually speak about what's going on in their life. Because there are a lot of things that everybody deals with. Everybody has different situations, job-related situations that seem to not work out right, family relations that seem to not work out right, and just relationships itself. And I want to talk about one thing that's kind of came to me, and I've actually had to deal with this, and it's people who are hurt who don't know how to, there are people who are hurt people who also hurt people. There's that saying where hurt people, and that is truth. Hurt people. And it's not that they mean to, but it's the life that they've gone through and it's the things that they dealt with that caused them to hurt people. And sometimes people just go back and flashback on things that hurt them. And you might have done something to just trigger that hurt. And then they want to go at you and they want to hurt you. They want to go at you and they don't mean to. It'll be something you say, and they'll just say, "Oh, you know what? Well, this and this and this," or "I don't like the way that you did this because you don't need to do that." And you hurt me because this happened, and you're saying, "I didn't know because I had no idea. If I knew that, I wouldn't even have done that." And I thought, the same thing I just did right here, I did that for somebody else, and they were cool with it. It was just a joke. It was You didn't know. But that person's hurt from something that they've experienced in the past and they put it on you. Or just by looks, you might look like somebody, or you might do something that makes you look like somebody that hurt that person. And now you're a victim to whatever that person's hurt was. And there are a lot of people walking around in this world and they're bleeding on the world. They're just walking around, with open wounds that are just bleeding and all running and just running tracks all over the world with blood. And they're still hurt and they haven't closed the wound up. They haven't closed the wound. And it's like when they're walking around this world with these cuts and walking around without having, closure, allowing God to close the chapters. Because people have many episodes and many chapters in life. There are people who have been abused in life, people who have been hurt in life, and people who have had in situations where family members might have done them wrong, friends might have done them wrong, even situations where, say, somebody trusted in somebody with something and that person turned down or turned on them. People who may have been snitched on, they call it snitching, snitched on, and it's like, why are you talking about me on this situation? And why are you making me like I'm the bad person? And they get locked up for something that they didn't do. And they hold a grudge. And now they're around somebody else and they don't know how to trust that person because of what they experienced in the past. And there are people with that type of situation. There are people who can't even trust family members like they used to. Oh, I know if I come around this person, they're going to do this again. Type of situations. Holding on to past hurts. And there'll be people who were hurt in the mix of something and it keeps playing in their head and they cry about it. And they come across somebody and somebody does one thing that just triggers it. And now their whole entire mind just can't fathom looking at that person, can't even think about that person because that person reminds them of the past. It hurts. And trust me, I understand. But there comes a time where these situations that you face, you have to turn them up to God. You have to give them to God. God is the only one that can get you out of your situations. And sometimes people may have been calling on God and asking God, why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to deal with that? Why did you put me through this? I didn't want to experience that. Getting locked up. Why did I have to go through this prison? I didn't have to go there. Somebody in their life passing away. I didn't have to go there. You didn't have to take them from me. I still needed them. All those things. And you're facing all these situations and you're praying to God about these things. But at that point, it seemed like He wasn't there for that. It takes strength and it takes just asking God to just remove whatever may have happened. Because these situations that we all face, I even went through certain things. I would ask why this or why that. This is just being, personal about everything. I went through situations. I wondered why this, why that. Why this person had to pass away. Or why did I have to go through this struggle? Why was this finance this way? Or why was that situation that way? Trust me, y'all went through it. And I'm speaking to those who go through that. So then that way, if they have a testimony, if they have a way that they overcame these situations, that they can just keep relying on God. And for those who don't know how to rely on God, for them to just give Him whatever the burden is and allow Him to take that. Allow Him to take whatever's going on in life. Because it's not easy for anyone in this world. And even for those who seem to be living a really nice life, there are certain things still hurting them that they don't talk about. I can't touch on every single person's problem, and I can't speak for every single person in the whole entire world. But I can do whatever I can to speak for all of those and just try to touch on anything that I can personally to help those who are in troubles or in need of motivation. But you're not alone in these situations. That whatever is causing you to go to a flashback of something that was wrong, that you allow God to sustain you and to keep you in a place where you'll be okay. Allow God to be in your life, because it's a struggling world out here. And everybody has a certain struggle that they deal with. So, just allow, if anything, whatever I can speak on, whatever I can bring to anybody's attention, I'll do that. Then that way I can be an encouragement for other people. But again, as I end with this, my name is Ricardo. Know that God loves you and that I love you. You take care, and God bless.